What's happening, everybody? I'm your host, Chef C, and this is our second beta test of what I call the cook up that's going to be coming soon from Bloodline Films. Uh, I want to go ahead and send out some messages to some of my folks, let them know that we are live right now. But if you're in the building as you're coming in here, throw a thumbs up or something, let your boy know it's real as you come on up in here. Salute to everybody that's checking in. All right. So our plan for today, ladies and gentlemen, salute to everybody that's coming in here. Let me see this. We just running a beta test real quick, like I said, ladies and gentlemen. Just a beta test. Salute to everybody that's coming through. A quick little beta test. Well, it won't necessarily be quick because we have beef cheeks on today's menu. Okay? Beef cheeks on today's menu, ladies and gentlemen. All right? But if you're coming in here, let your boy know it's real. If you're in the building, let me know. All right? Let me go ahead and send some of my messaging out to my folks. Let them know we are live. As you come in here, shoot a thumbs up. Let your boy know it's real. Okay? Let your boy know it's real as you are coming in here. Salute, salute, salute. What's happening with everybody? I'm just sending some of these notifications out, letting the family know that your boy is live right now. Just letting everybody know that I am live right now. We're going to be getting the cook up going. We got beef cheeks on today's menu. Salute, salute. Y'all in here, man. Hit the thumbs up as you come on up in here and share this out. We got beef cheeks and we got potatoes 3 ways I'm going to be showing y'all today. So as you come in here, hit the thumbs up. Let your boy know it's real. All right, let me just get these sent out to some of the people real quick. Let me send this out. Also, as you come on in here, let me see, who's that? Drip. Yeah. Drip, what it is with your wow. Hey, salute. Y'all see the Brother Drip show, man. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Brother Drip. Yeah, Drip, we just we're doing a beta test right now for my separate channel that's about to jump off, the cook up with Chef C. And last time we did a little whipped cream and some other things. Today I'm gonna be doing some beef cheek. So salute to you, man. Yeah, the cook up with Chef C is gonna be dropping. I'm just sharing this out with everybody, letting them know that we are live. Okay, we're gonna get this thing jumped on. Let me get my temp up real quick. Hold on. Pardon me, y'all. Bear with your boy for a second. Make sure y'all hitting that like. We got the cook up going right now. Make sure y'all hitting that like. All right. Hold on. Let me share this out. Okay. So, if you're here for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Chef C, host and curator of On the Next Podcast, but Bloodline Films proprietor. And we want to slowly give y'all some taste of what's coming because we're going to be diversifying the kind of content that we're putting out over here. So today, I'm giving you a little sample of what we got going on. We got beef cheeks. That's right, the whole cow cheek. Okay, and then we got potatoes 3-way on a Friday. You heard? 3-way on a Friday. So we're gonna do one a Hasselback potato. This for the fellas, man. You wanna do something real chill for the lady? You know, you can do this right here. It's real easy. It's not difficult at all, right? And she'll probably be impressed that you cooking cheeks. A lot of people ain't had beef cheek before. Okay. But the potato, Hasselback, mash. And then we're gonna do what I call a potato pie, quote unquote. But you can use that as a crust for anything that you want to do. And it's good for a good vegetarian option as well. So what I want to do right off the jump, I'm gonna show y'all what we got here, these beef cheeks. Give me a sec. Okay? I would recommend that you also go ahead and preheat your ovens. If you're going to use the oven, it's pretty good for a braising technique such as this. What I'm using is my trusty, I got what we call an induction burner right here. And this thing, it only works on certain types of equipment. Cast iron, stainless steel. It only works on certain types of equipment. Okay? I do recommend that y'all get this. If you don't have it, definitely get you one of them. They regulate really good, especially if you like to fry stuff. Okay? But also, I just want to set some rules here real quick. All food related questions, if you got food related questions, okay, I'll pretty much teach on this. But food related questions, go ahead and visit my Patreon, patreon.com/cooking with Chef C, okay? Or you want the question answer right here, hit the Cash App, $FTS49, and that is a minimum $10 contribution to keep the kitchen open today. So, ladies and gentlemen, beef cheek. Check it out. And y'all know, anybody that really be eating cows, y'all know how big that motherfucking head is, man. So this is a beef cheek that I've marinated for 24 hours. Give or take, right? Actually a little more than 24 hours, but what you gotta keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, with beef cheek and any other particular muscle of a protein that you like to cook, if it's constantly moving, right? Our jaw bone gets a lot of energy, gets a lot of motion. Those are muscles that are developed over time, right? Those are muscles that are developed over time, which makes it a very, it's a very fibrous kind of a muscle. So it requires harder techniques, y'all. It requires a braising technique to start breaking down those tissues. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hitting that like. I see y'all coming in here. Salute to everybody that's in the building. That's my sister Star. Sis. Good to see you. We back at it. Another beta test real quick. Beef cheek on the menu, family. Beef cheek. Look how big that motherfucking cheek is, y'all. And guess what? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. The good thing about a beef cheek is super affordable, family. I got a 5-pound bag, right? Actually, it was a 10-pound bag. Only cost me $20. $20. Huh? You know what I mean? So for the low, you can eat pretty decent. Just make sure that when you do purchase your beef cheeks, they clean all the excess tissue, silver skin off of it, y'all. That's kind of, it's a little difficult to deal with that shit. But as I was saying, you got to marinate this like you do in any short rib or whatever it is. Cats like to braise oxtails, short ribs, even the butt area sometimes. They like to braise it up. You got to marinate that, man, to get the flavors inside. So, what we want to do, we got our cast iron pan, right? I got my induction burner. We're going to sear it off. The reason I want to sear this thing off is to really lock in some of the natural caramelization and the flavor that's inside. Because I don't want to sweat per se. I want to get caramelization on this thing, and then it helps bring us a better flavor palette to the overall. My brother Nico in here. Pardon me, y'all. I'm beta testing right now, so I don't know how far I am. Salute to brother Nico, man. Salute to y'all, man. Good to see y'all coming through. I'm glad y'all kept me locked for this. It's a Friday, man. Let's try to do something different. You see me? Salute to my day ones, my regulars. But what we're going to do is we're going to sear this up, man. A little good quality olive oil. Good quality olive oil. We're going in there real quick. And what I'm going to do, y'all, is really just sear that flavor in. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. When it's seared like that, you know it's that type of time. So what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, once I get that nice and caramelized, right, I'm gonna take it and transfer it into here. Because my goal is to ultimately try to show you a finished product before we're done here today. Typically, just so everybody knows, typically, braising is a technique that normally takes a minimum of 2 to 3 hours, depending on what it is you're cooking. So I want to kind of try to expedite that. And it also requires you to go straight into the oven with it. You know what I mean? But let's let that sear off. Let me get my oven preheated. Right? We're going to preheat that oven. I want to heat him up to about 450. Yeah? Let that get going. And in the meantime, I'm going to prep some of my onions and stuff like that while that's searing off. You see it's already doing what it's got to do. Ooh, hold on. Can I show y'all something? Yeah, we cooking. ChefC is for real. Ain't a character, baby. Yeah, y'all that baby. Yeah. Flip him over. Let's keep it going. Now, in the meantime, while that's going, fam, I'm gonna cut up some onion because I like that to be my base. Right? I like that to be the base of my aromatics as I'm searing this off because it's all gonna go into this one pan here. Okay? It's all gonna go into this one pan. Now, y'all wanna know what the marinade is? I tell you off GP. The marinade for this was soy sauce, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, right? A little bit of a Goya. Sometimes I put Goya in my shit, you know. And on the finishing end, I put browning in it, and that was it. That was pretty much what I put in there, y'all, for the marinade. All right. Now, sometime with the caramelization, if you don't get a little bit more on the other side, it means you need more fat. Let's go a little bit more olive oil, and watch it's gonna immediately sear as soon as I put in. Yeah. Doing what we gotta do. Now, got my onion over here. Let's get him broken down. Yeah? Now I'm gonna cut this into rub chops. It ain't gotta be nothing crazy, man, because all of this stuff is gonna break down as we start braising or stewing this particular item. I say or stewing because I want to expedite it, so it's gonna kind of go on the stove as well today. So I need to just get that going so we can keep it popping. Okay? This is ready, coming out with it. I'm gonna go back into the pan with a little bit more olive oil, okay? And I'm gonna get searing on the rest of this meat. Yeah. Now, my recommendation for everybody, try not to overcrowd your pan. All right, especially when you're searing, don't overcrowd it. All right, because then you start stewing, and you don't get the caramelization that you need. All right? So again, we got beef cheeks popping. Beef cheeks, make sure y'all sharing this out, family. Right from the jawbone. Now I got my aromatic. Aromatic is popping. Let's go ahead and get that cut down. You ain't got to do no fly cuts with this, family. You don't need no crazy cuts. They can be rough, right? They can be rough. So all my novice cooks, don't overthink none of this stuff. Don't overthink it. You know what I mean? All my newbie cooks, easy on the overthinking. Food should be a feeling. You heard? Food is a feeling. Let's get in here again. If you see me doing a technique like this, that's to help me protect myself from cutting my fingers, right? So I can cut stuff and I ain't even gotta look at it. Look at it. Watch me work. I ain't even gotta look at it, y'all. I can feel it. You heard? It's a technique that we learn just to protect our hands. Let's go ahead and see what this is looking like. Got a little more caramelization here. All right? Boom. Now all my novices, don't be doing like I'm doing. Right? Okay? Flip him over. Flip him over. Flip him over, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night, we getting it popping. Friday night, we getting it popping, y'all. Flip him over. Again, I'm using this Dutch top. This is an induction burner. Right? Really good at regulating the heat. Get you some tongs, family. Alright? Get you your tongs. We're going to let that go. Continue caramelizing. Back to the onions. Watch me work. Knuckles are the protection, y'all. This protects you from even cutting yourself when you prepare your vegetables. So watch it. I ain't got to look down. I ain't got to look down. You know what I mean? I ain't got to look down, baby. We cook for real. All right, watch me work. I ain't got to do it. Wiping the knife and everything. Alright, so we're going to put that aside for now. Alright? What I also got for me, I got some aromatics, family. So what I'm going to do, once a lot of this flavor gets stuck in the pan here, I'm going to deglaze it with some red wine. Okay? And I'm going to go on there. Okay, that's good. Let's get him out of there. Yeah, let's get it out of there. Look, we cooking up. The cook up with ChefC. Let your family know, share this thing out. It's the cook up with ChefC. Beef tongue is on the menu. Beef tongue. I mean, not tongue. Beef cheek. Excuse me. Beef cheek is on the menu, family. You hear it? Alright? Now again, like I said to many folks, very affordable beef cheek. Extremely affordable. Okay? Some of y'all never had beef cheek before. First time for everything. You know what I mean? We're just going to caramelize up. We're going to sear off the last bit of beef cheek I got here. Okay? Let that pan do what it's going to do. Boom. We got the last bit of beef cheek. Getting that seared off. Now my goal, ladies and gentlemen, get it in here, get the stove on. Alright, don't overcrowd it though. Get it on the stove as quickly as possible. Let me see what y'all saying real quick. There with your water. Right, sis. Right, brother Nico. Check that technique. We in here, man. We in here. Beta test it real quick. You know what I mean, family? I got some thyme right here. Thyme, I like to put a little aromatics in. Some put it after, some put it during. I'm a during kind of guy. But I also like to glaze my pans with it as well. You know what I mean? So, and get a lot of flavor, a lot of that fond that gets built up in the bottom of the pan. Phenomenal. That's where all the flavor is. Yeah? While we got that going, a little fresh cracked black pepper. Don't hurt nobody. Alright? That's all going to mellow out as we are braising. It's all going to mellow out again. Okay? So we got this doing what it's supposed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let that work a touch. And what I want to show you as well is, I told you we got the potato 3-way today, right? So, for all my vegans, okay, Shout out to you, Sister Star, and anybody else that's a vegan. All my vegans, this is a good option for you as well. You can substitute. I'm going to use Parmesan for this, but you don't have to use Parmesan. You can use a substitute. Okay? Non-dairy cheese you can put on there. Okay? Or you can put what is called Nutri-Yeast. Let me show you that real quick. There with your watch. Let me show y'all something. Alright, so for my vegans, what I'm about to show you on the potatoes, instead of Parmesan that I'm about to use, you can use this, Nutri-Yeast. It gives like a cheddar-like flavor. It's good for my vegans. Ah, we got the wolf in the building. Salute, Brother Y.J. Johnson. Yes, sir. Okay? So that's your alternative. Today, I'm using Parmesan. All right? Let's go ahead and flip this beef cheek. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with this being as it is, which is a very overworked muscle, it's going to render out to pretty much nothing. You feel me? Make sure y'all do me a favor and share this live out too. Share this live out. Okay? Now, again, as I said, this being one of those highly mobile muscles of the animal, once we begin to do our technique, it's going to render out to nothing. Okay? So, it may look like a lot right now, but it's going to wind up being nothing at the end of the day. Okay? So, let me get back to this potato. So, what I did here, right? Very simple technique. Some people got mandolins at home. Others just have peelers, right? Potato peelers. In this case, I know a lot of people don't have mandolins, so I did a potato peeler. And you just want to get very thin shavings because and use a starchy potato to kind of help you in this process. Okay? The starchier the potato, the better. So you want to use a russet potato, right? Okay? Possibly even an Idaho, and maybe even a chef potato, but don't use a red bliss potato for this pizza that I'm about to show you. Alright? Now, let me go ahead and pull this real quick. Okay, we're going to transfer it. Bang. Yeah, let's go ahead and transfer this now. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this up out of here. Now again, this is definitely coming from the cheek of the cow. Very affordable item for those who like, who don't mind spending that, or want to save a little bit of change, but don't mind the cooking process. This is good for you. Okay? Last bit, we're going to sear this off, and then we're going to make our adjustment, y'all. Okay? Alright, so check me, y'all. Watch me work now. Yeah? What we got? We have our potato. I use gloves. I'm that type of guy. I don't know. I'm that type of guy. We have our potatoes, ladies and gentlemen. Again, for this, I like to use a peeler. Get yourself a peeler for this. You're going to need it. Okay? You're going to need yourself a peeler. Absolutely need a peeler, y'all. Okay? So, Let me show you this technique. Now, what I do, take the potato, I shave, I make shavings. Alright? I make shavings. So they're almost paper thin, translucent. Alright? They're almost paper thin. Let me show y'all. We cooking live, baby. We cooking live. No pre-recorded. I like cooking live, to be honest with you. You know? A lot of cats get to hide stuff when they don't cook live. The editing is phenomenal. Okay? But what you want to do, y'all, is shave that thing all the way down. Shaving down, right, until you get small, thin pieces out of that whole potato. And this is a very good, to keep it a buck with you, it's a very good little snack. We're going to double task. We're going to do triple work here. We're going to triple work real quick, which is not a bad thing. If you can triple work, do it. If you can't, take your time, family. You ain't got nobody to impress. Nobody. Not one soul. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and do this thing. Now, as I was saying, fueling. We in here. Salute to everybody. I see y'all. I'm over here. If you're just tapping in, I'm braising some beef cheek for today's meal. And I'm doing this pizza potato. We're shaving here. You want to go to each side. Keep your knuckles behind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your knuckles in a protected area. Make sure y'all sharing this thing out as well. And don't hesitate to tip your chef, ladies and gentlemen. If you like to tip your chef, the Cash App is in the description if you like to tip your chef on this afternoon. Okay? If you got any food-related questions, you're just checking in. Okay? You got food-related questions, that's a $10 minimum Cash App. Put your question in the Cash App or in the screen with your $10 contribution on the Cash App, and you get your questions answered. For those of you just checking in, want to become members of our Patreon, patreon.com/cookingwithchefc. Become a member of our Patreon. You get access to the recipes, the different tiers, weekly tips, etc. Alright, now we pulling some of that. We don't need no more of it. Let's pull this. Boom. Alright. We got our base, y'all, to start with. What we're going to do now, just so we understand, we're going right in this pan with that. Let's go right in the same pan with the onions. Alright. Let's go with a little more olive oil. I'm that kind of guy. Olive oil, you got to keep the fat. It helps to caramelize. And let's go in here also with a little garlic paste. Cooking up with Chef C right now. Yes, indeed. You are cooking up with Chef C. Salute to everybody that's in the building on this Friday. Now, let's get that worked out. And what we want to do here in this case, we want to get all that fond and those crispies that were developed in the bottom of the pan from searing that beef cheek. You want that. That's where all the flavor is. Okay? That is where all the flavor is. So we're going to let that do what it's going to do. Let it work itself out. Start to caramelize, start to release those flavors. And then what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze the pan with some red wine. Alright? Now, let's go ahead and slide back. We are putting together right here, what I'm shaving off is one chef potato, a large chef potato. And this is going to be for our potato pizza, quote unquote. Now, I call it a potato pizza because it serves as a base. In any other case, it would be the crust, the dough crust. But this one here, you know, we're not even going to be using marinade, marinara sauce and cheeses. I'm just showing you something that's a good, tasty alternative for anything. You can make a burrito out of it. You can roll up little healthy snacks. You know, it could go all vegetarian with it. You can put different vegetables in there, grilled zucchini, whatever. Keep it real light. You know what I mean? So, shaving this down. Now, the reason I'm soaking, and what I got it here soaking in, ladies and gentlemen, is some vinegar. Vinegar, a little bit of salt, right? Let me show y'all what this is about. You getting it busy. Shout out to everybody that's in here with your boy. Again, if you haven't shared this thing out, go ahead and share it out. Let your family know we cooking up with ChefC right now. Yeah? You are cooking up with ChefC on a Friday evening. Yeah? Yes, indeed. All right, so now, I think we got enough to get it started. Just so y'all know, that was one large potato. Okay? One large potato. Let's go ahead and give these greens a little mixy mix. Now, you see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all see in the pan, what starts to happen as the onions begin to release some of the natural sugars, they begin to deglaze the pan for us. Okay? It starts to pull up some of that fond that was created, per se. Fond that was down in the bottom of this skillet. Okay? Let me show y'all. Y'all see what's happening? Oh yeah, we in the building. We in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, ChefC. Huh? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to keep letting that work because it's almost getting to where we need it. It's almost getting to where we need it. That's that onion, right? That's that onion, the garlic paste that we put in there, right? It's all starting to caramelize and it's coming up nice. It's pulling that flavor from the bottom. Starting to pull that flavor from the bottom. Real nice from the pan. Okay? Let me get a glove on. Let me show y'all what I need to do now. What we need to do now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and layer our potato pancake. Our potato pizza. I'm calling it a pizza because it's going in a sheet pan like this. Or it can go in a round pan if you got a round pan at home. Layer it with parchment paper. What I got on the bottom here is some good quality olive oil. Okay? You want to season that bottom as well. So let's do this. Let's season that bottom a little bit. Here I got some Maldon salt. Season that bottom a bit. Yeah, what I mean? Season that up. Then I got some ground, fresh cracked black pepper. Get that busy in there. I want everything to have flavor. If it ain't got flavor, it ain't for me. You know what I mean? Rub that down. So now, here's what we got. Okay? I want to show y'all something. Let's turn this down because it's almost where I need it to be. I like that. I like that for me. I like that for me, y'all. Starting to get where it needs to be. Let's see this one more time. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's ready, y'all. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna deglaze that right now. Let's go with our red wine. This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm working with Sutter Homes. Salute to them. Little red wine going in. Little red wine going in, family. Alright? Let's go with a little red wine. Let's go with some thyme. Get that in there. And we're going to let that reduce a touch so those onions get flavor. You know what I mean? Let that do what it's going to do. Okay? Got it on low. And here's what I have here. As I was saying with the potato, you get yourself a piece of You get yourself a little paper towel, y'all. You want to kind of get these potatoes as dry as you can. You hear it? So check it out. Take them, spread them out, wring them dry. Y'all see how our base is going right there? Looking good. We got our base for the potato pie going as well. We're starting to dry him off and getting him ready. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? Now, little paper towel. If you got it at home. If you got rags or whatever, as long as they clean, you can just wipe your ass with them. Use the towel or rag. You know what I mean? Some cats be crazy with it. So, this ain't gonna hurt nobody. Here we go. Watch me. Watch me, y'all. Let's lay it all out. Lay it all out. Lay it all out, family. Spread it all over the place. And what happens, ladies and gentlemen, because the potato has natural starches in it, it begins to act like glue in this case. Starts to act like glue. Okay? And it'll tighten up around itself. Okay? Watch this work. Want to make sure everybody's good, everybody feeling good about themselves. Let's get it all on the pan. I got my oven preheated. My oven is preheated. I salute to the 9 people that's in here. Okay. Yeah, let them numbers keep going up. Salute to everybody that's in here. We have this potato pizza base that I'm creating here, that I got going for everybody. I want y'all to check that out. So that's it right there, just to get us started. And what you do now, okay, make sure you pat it all, make sure everybody's touching each other a little bit. And what you do, okay, go with a little more olive oil. A little more olive oil. All right. Let that go in there. We come with our pepper, fresh cracked. Fresh cracked pepper, family. Okay. I got my salt. Molten salt again. Make sure everything got some kind of flavor happening. It's got to have flavor. Okay. Boom. That's nice and lined up. And then what we do on the end here, we chase, ladies and gentlemen, we chase with a little aged Parmigiano. For my vegans, you either go with that nutritional yeast. I'm chasing with the Parmigiano. All right. Got my grater here. Let's go ahead and get up in here. Now you want to try to make sure every bit of this thing is covered. You heard? Make sure every bit of it is covered. We working. Aged Parmigiano Reggiano, fresh cracked black pepper, good quality olive oil. Right? That's how you do this. Alright? It ain't complicated. Family food should be fun, simple, and ultimately creative. You ain't got to overthink it. Aged Parmesan. And when we put this in the oven, it's going to melt down. It's going to tighten this thing up for us. Right? Meaning when I say tighten it up, it's going to bind everything together. Okay? This kind of acts as the glue, the additional glue outside of the natural starches that are coming off the potato. Okay? Fly. Bingo. Let's go right in the oven. 450 degrees, y'all. $450 degrees. That's preheated over there. Ready to go. That has reduced down. These are caramelized onions. Let's bring it together now. We got our beef cheek. It's going inside. Watch me work. Pour it all in there. Yeah. Let's get it in here, family. Get it all up in here. Very nice. Now, that's looking good. Now, here's what we're going to do. Got one more step before we can get the beef cheek onto the stove. I need to go with a tomato product. Some of that acidity helps break down. Let me see. I dig the one. Right. Right. Ah, that's the brother Negro in there. Negro. What it look like, brother Negro? Salute. So, yeah, brother Nico, man, we're definitely getting it going. What I have here, ladies and gentlemen, is some beef bouillon mixed with beef stock. Let's go ahead and get that in here. Okay? Fellas, you want how to love your fam? This how you do it. Huh? This how you do it. You get it popping that way. All right, let's turn this up. I'm going to let that come to a boil a little bit. Okay? I'm going to let that come to a boil. So we got our pizza, quote-unquote potato pizza in the oven going. Right, fellas? And ladies, that's still what you want. Make sure if you're new here, you're here for the first time, you have subscribed, you are liking, and you have shared this thing out. I'm going in with some tomato. Salute to Sister Vina. What's happening with you? What's happening? Okay? I'm going in here with some tomato sauce. All right? You can get that crushed canned tomatoes. They should be no more than $2 per. Make sure y'all hitting that like as well. Salute to everybody that's in here. We got the tomatoes popping. We're letting that do what it's going to do in this cast iron pan. Yeah. Yeah? So again, our menu today, family, if you're here for the first time, our menu today, we got the beef cheek that I'm getting set up. We got our potato three-way. We got our potato pizza crust in the oven right now. What I'm going to show you is what I also call Hasselback potatoes next. Okay? Hasselback. Let's get that in there. A little bit more. We're letting that come up to speed. All right. Now again, like I said, for the family, for the reasons of trying to keep time, and I want to show you a finished product. That's my goal when it comes to these beef cheeks. We're going to put it on the stove. But traditionally, to get this thing done, my recommendation is to go in the oven and leave it there. Set it, walk away, go get a cup of coffee. It's going to need about 2 to 3 hours. Depending on how it's really going, you might have to come back and check it for a 4th hour. Okay? Let it ride. So, because it's just that kind of a meat. It's got to break down. Other folks, you'll see different techniques done with this thing where people are smoking it. It's really nice smoke too. Good nice smoke rub on there. It's good for that too, these beef cheeks. But today, we're going to be stewing as opposed to braising, which is always a technique that takes place in the oven. You heard? So, let's keep that going. All right. While we're waiting for this to come up to a boil, I want to show you something. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, there's a technique we call in my industry Hasselback. Okay? Hasselback. Now, have you ever seen those potatoes that look like they cut them or something? and they kind of look like you can pull them apart like they're deck of playing cards. Well, this is what I'm about to show you. Okay, these are those potatoes, but you season them whatever way you want. A lot of times people keep the skin on. I'm keeping the skin on today. And it's good with little fingerling potatoes, those little baby gym potatoes. But today we're going to use some more of these chef potatoes, medium size, okay? So, while we're letting that come up, once it starts boiling, then we're going to transfer this base, I call it a fumet, a tomato fumet, which means a full stock. Fumet means fake. In this case, full stock. So we're going to bring this over, put it in here. I'll cover this pan, and I'm going to put it on the stove and just let it go. Just go. Okay? So, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Hasselback potatoes. Let me see if I can get everybody in here. Now, let me pull y'all over. Let me turn the camera. Turn the camera over so y'all can see your why. Now, Hasselback technique is one of stability. Some people, they just cut the bottom off, right? They cut the bottom off so the potato doesn't move. In this case, we're using the chopsticks. I'm the type of cat that like to keep chopsticks, around him on GP. Okay? Get yourself some chopstick. It also helps stabilizes it. Okay? Get yourself some chopsticks. And what you do is on each end of the chopstick, put yourself a little rubber band. Y'all see that little purple rubber band I'm grabbing on? Put yourself a little rubber band on each end. And it'll kind of keep the potato from moving. So let's get into this. Ooh, it's boiling. Uh-oh. So we ready. Actually, we ready. We're gonna hold that for a second. Let's get this in here because we want to get this going. So the fumet has come up to speed. Let's taste it, see if we got any flavor in here, y'all. Oh yeah. What we got to do, put a little salt on. You heard? Just a touch of salt. Make it do what it's supposed to do. Okay? And that salt, that flavor is going to go into our beef. Just keep it pop. Now, let's go ahead and do this. Add something nice. Right amount of liquid the first try. Yes, y'all did. Now, family. A little aluminum foil. Let's wrap this thing. Okay, for those who got y'all got tops or whatever it is, cool. This is one of them old school pots. So this thing ain't got no lid. Yeah, it ain't got no lid. Salute to everybody that's in here. Okay? Beef cheek going on the stove, ladies and gentlemen. Beef cheek going on the stove. Now I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that while that's working. Mama Zeke, what's happening with you? Salute. Make sure y'all sharing this thing out. Beef cheek going on. And we're gonna let that rumble for as long as we can. It's gotta stay covered though, because you want to create that circulatory cooking process. Okay? Basically, steam helps cook it as well. So when you cover it, it creates a steam vacuum. That's a fact. Salute, Sister Vina. Okay, let's do this now. Now, what I like to do, ladies and gentlemen, in situations like this, for the Hasselback potato, because we got mashed potatoes, we're going to do mashed potatoes, and we're also going to do the Hasselback. Like I said, just giving every, because there's other people coming in. Salute to everybody that's been with me this entire time. We got the piece of crust in the oven, potato pizza crust. All right? So, for my novice knife people, take your time on this, okay? Don't rush it. Don't try to impress nobody if you're still brand new to the cutting game. Brother, Hold on, let me see what Brother Wolf said. Brother Wolf said we're going to need some new pots. Hey, I like that old school pot for this thing. Because normally I'm supposed to put it in the oven. But yeah. Salute to the Brother Wolf. Yeah. Okay. So, let's get it popping. Hasselback. You want to take your time. Please take your time. Okay? We're going to go in here and you're slowly going. You're not going all the way through. You're just going partially down. And if you see my technique, ladies and gentlemen, do y'all see my technique as far as the way I'm holding that knife? The way I got my hand. This technique is called the claw. No matter what you're doing, you can never cut your fingers off because you don't flatten it. This is your guard at all times. Watch me work. I can look at y'all and not cut myself. Let's work. You figure dig me? Let's go. Y'all see what I'm doing? Because I got the claw down. I ain't got to look. I got the claw down, protecting me. Okay? Let's keep on going here, though. In this particular case with the Hasselbacks, we want to go nice and slow. You ain't got to impress nobody. And by the time we're done with this, it's going to create the resemblance of almost an accordion or something. An accordion-like look. Some people don't understand the use of it, the need for it. Show y'all. Y'all see this? Let me see. Boom. Y'all sees it. Okay? So, with this particular one, okay, some people, they do the Hasselback potatoes, they do from start to finish all in the oven. But that's because they got the smaller potatoes. In the case of what we got shaking, we got bigger potatoes, so I'm going to parboil it with the rest of my potatoes here that I'm using. The rest of my potatoes that I'm going to be using for our mash. You heard? So what I got here, I got a pot started already. Thing about seasoning potatoes, family, you got to make sure that water is like salt water, like the sea. Same thing with pasta. It's got to be like the sea. Okay? Let me get it popping in here. Let's go with this. You can be like, yo, that's mad salt, chef. Nah, it got to be mad salt. It got to be mad salt. Yeah. It's got to be mad salt for that flavor to hit right. It's got to be. All right? If it don't taste like, when you taste it and you don't go like this, it's not right. It's not right. Okay? So we're going to do this final Hasselback. I'm just cutting it and skewering it to make it that accordion look. And the purpose of Hasselback, honestly, there's no real justification for a Hasselback potato. I'm going to keep it a buck as far as I'm concerned. It does allow you to apply a different cooking technique. It looks really nice on plates. But that's about it, y'all. Keep it a buck with everybody. It just looks really nice on plates. Okay? Hasselback. Accordion look. Y'all sees it. With the accordion. We going inside. I put something on those new parts for you, chef. Oh, man. Say less, brother Nico. Man, salute. I can't see any contributions on the on the Cash App when I'm in here live off of this. This is just a beta testing for the family, but we will have a greater production. I'm going to give you the bells and whistles. I know niggas like them. So it'll be bells and whistles. You'll have the quality that you like, so we'll get you right, family. Especially some of the pre-recorded ones. That's gonna be studio ready. Right now, we just live off the hip with it for y'all. Okay, so so we got the Hasselback going. Then I'm gonna go with my regular potatoes, y'all. Regular potatoes, and we're gonna mash those too. Some people, they keep the skin on their potatoes. I'm gonna take my skin off of these potatoes in this case. So let's go to the stove. All right. We're gonna let that rumble and bumble, y'all. Let that do what it's gotta do. We're gonna go with a lid. Set that and forget that. Now what happens here is, I want you to understand, what happens with these potatoes, particularly since I added the Hasselbacks with the regular potatoes that are going to be for our mash, I'm going to let the Hasselbacks go halfway. Excuse me. I'm going to let them go halfway, and then I'm going to pull them. Okay? Try to pat them dry as best I can. And then what we have to do is, with those accordion skewers or incisions that we made, we got to go ahead and put our seasoning inside, right? So the flavor is really popping the way it's got to pop. Okay? So, you got it that way, family. Now what we're going to do next, while we're letting this stuff flow, we're going to make our seasoning for the Hasselback potato. Okay? So ride with your water. Real quick. Now what I want to do today, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do for those Hasselback potatoes, we're going to make a lemon pepper. We're going to make a lemon pepper seasoning for the Hasselback potatoes. Okay? We'll make a lemon pepper seasoning for the Hasselback potatoes. Lemon thyme, to be more exact, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Lemon pepper and thyme. So I got some thyme here that y'all see I've been seasoning all of my been seasoning that meat up. Now this is easy too. It ain't too crazy. You ain't gotta go too crazy, y'all. Right? Take some time. Get the skin off. Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring y'all. Come on, walk with your wife, Eddie. Hold on. Let me get y'all to walk with your wife. Hold on. Let's get y'all to walk with your wife. You see that? That is starting to come up. Yeah, y'all did. Y'all sees it? Do y'all see that, family? Yeah. We're letting that work. Let that work. Let it do what it got to do. Huh? Let it do what it got to do. And we got our hassles right here. We got our Hasselbacks right here that's working. Right? So we got this, the Hasselbacks, 2 Hasselbacks, and our regular potatoes. Coming up to speed. Okay? So in any other case, ladies and gentlemen, this would be a situation where I have a pressure cooker. Okay? There will be a pressure cooker to get us going where we need to be. Right? But in this case, we're going to keep it flowing. All right? So, again, our thyme, fresh thyme. Keep that light. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And that might start overflowing a little bit. But here's what I want. Let me see. We need a lip on that pot. Hey, man. Hey, Brother Wolf. Brother Wolf, man, listen. Shout out to the Wolf in the building, man. Just we keeping it light tonight, Wolf. We keeping it light. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I see you. I see you doing what you gotta do. I sees you working. I sees it working over here. Do you understand me? Ooh. Yeah, you better work. It's working. I love it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Let that work. Let that do what it's got to do. Okay. It's that old school rice pot. That's a fact, Sister Vina. Old school rice pot. Let's keep it going here, y'all. All right, now. We're taking only the leaves. We don't need nothing else from this time. We don't need nothing else from this time, family. Okay? Everything else is a waste of time. No point intended. All right? So we're going to pick a little bit of these for us to get us right. A little bit of these, and what we're going to do, like I said, this goes into the cavities. That's going to go right into the cavity of our potato. Okay? Before I get too far, let's take a peekaboo on that potato crush. You heard? Let's take a look on that. Ooh! You heard? Hey! It's almost there. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Can I get some saute pans in the building for your boy ChefC? Do you seize that? Huh? Yeah. I think we got another 5. We got maybe another 5 minutes. We got another 5 minutes. I'm going to put my timer on. And then I'm going to check it. And I'm going to show you how versatile that thing is. You can do a lot of stuff with that. Huh? Yeah. So we back at it, family. We back at it. Salute. Yeah. Let's see what the wolf said. Gonna send you a self-addressed container with lids for a delivery. Oh man, the wolf. Come on, man. Listen, I am open to any suggestions. I know the next broadcast, the final beta test of this should be we're going to have a different camera. But, definitely put some suggestions in the comment section, not the chat so much, of things that you would like to see. I'm open to hearing that. Put some in the comment section of this broadcast when we finish it. Or you can do it now. Put some comments of things you like to see cooked. Right? Also, in the next broadcast, we'll be migrating over to the other platform as well. Okay? I want y'all to be aware of that. We'll be migrating over to the other platform where the cooking, this kind of cooking is pretty much is going to be taking place over there. Okay? But I'm open to suggestions. Y'all want to see desserts? Don't get it twisted. Your boy know how to make desserts too. I goes. So if y'all need to see desserts, go ahead and drop a dessert. Okay? Y'all want to see German chocolate cake? What y'all want to see? Creme brulee? What y'all want to see? Huh? Y'all want to see keto desserts? Say it. I can do it. I'm that kind of chef. So I'm open to what y'all would like to see on this cooking channel to come. The Cook Up with Chef C. Okay. Now, as I was saying, short ribs. Oh shit, the Vita. Here we go. All right, we'll do the short ribs. Okay. Well, man, put that in the comment section, not the chat. Let me see. Since you are a Michelin chef, we need to see hex-clad pots. Yeah, I'm not doing. Hey. If they sponsor the program, we'll do the hex-clad. You know what I mean? We'll do the hex-clad. Actually, shoot. Somebody from Ramsey's camp reached out to me last year. Yeah, if they're gonna sponsor, if they sponsoring, we'll do it. We'll do the hex-clad. I think they're pretty good pans as well. They're pretty solid. Sister Val, an upside down apple cake. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm actually going to consider that an upside down apple cake. Oh, pineapple cake. Okay. Hey, we might mess around and do both. Salute to y'all that's checked in. Mama Zeke, let me see. My daughter wanted a torch for Christmas. She wants to make creme brulee. I'll let her watch you make it. Salute to that. Okay, let me show you my torch that I use for my creme brulees. Let me get a second. Let me check this. Okay, that's almost going off. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you a torch. Salute, we back. Now, Mama Zeke, if you're still in the building, let me show you this torch. Hold on. All right. Mama Zeke, if you're still in the building, holler at your guard. Okay, let me show you this torch. This is my torch, my handy dandy torch. I do a lot of finishing touches with my torch. Okay. For my clients, just before, it goes out to the table, it goes out to the client. And it's phenomenal. I would recommend if you get the other one, though, because this runs out of fuel very quickly. I learned this the hard way. Okay? But it's simple. Turn up. Right? Open it up. And we rock it. Let's check our pizza, our potato pizza crust, y'all. Let's check that right now. Because it sounds like it's ready. Let's see what type of time we in. Woo! Yeah. Heavy. Let me bring it up to y'all. Ooh. Y'all see that? Work with your water. Huh? Y'all see that? One more time. On a Friday, you cook up with Chef C. Now it's important you layer that pan. Okay? Layer the pan, parchment paper, olive oil. You can even go pan spray to assist with the peel off of this. The brand, I think this is a BIC product, BIC, as far as the torch. But oh shit, pardon me, y'all. Remember, any food-related questions, definitely hit the Cash App, $ FTS49. FTS49 for food-related questions. and this show I teach. The $10 minimum. Now, here is the potato pizza, quote unquote. Let's peel it off. Let me show y'all something. So remember when I told you it was a pizza? Boom. When I told you it was a pizza, let's get right. This is how we do this. Now let's bring him over. Ooh. Now, man, watch me work. Watch this. Look at that thing sticking together, y'all. You heard? I told you your boy don't play. Yeah. So, this can be a base for a lot of different things. Okay? You feeling lucky? You want to go make it a pizza? Get you some marinara. Get you your pizza sauce. Put the pizza sauce on top of this. Mozzarella cheese. Under the broiler. Done. Real simple. You ain't got to go crazy. When I say you ain't got to go crazy, I mean get you some Prego, some ragu, whatever it is that you like to use. Pop it open. Put it on here. Spread it out. Mozzarella cheese. Broilers on. Put it under there. 15, 20 seconds just to melt the cheese. Pull it out. You good. In this same thing, you can make wraps, y'all. You can make wraps. You can roll it up like a tortilla. Look. Look. You can roll it. You can roll it, fam. Look. Like a burrito. Put anything you want in there. Anything. You see what I'm saying? Spinach. Right? You want to go grilled chicken, but you don't want the bread? Hey, maybe you can go this route. You know, whatever fancies you. You can get busy that way. All right? Well, let's go ahead and taste this. I'm going to roll it up a little bit. I'm going to cut it down. Roll it up a touch. Let's get a cut. Let's see if this thing tastes like anything. Here. It might be trash for all I know. Let's see what it be about. All right. We going in, fam. We going in. Let's see if it's ass, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. If it's popping, I'm going to tell you. I'm that kind of cat. I don't care if I cooked it. If it's trash, we got to keep it 100. Hey. Man, I try to tell folks. It's hitting. It's crispy. You see how we season the bottom of that? Man, that's how you do that. Anyhow, let me chill. Yeah. We season the bottom, salt, pepper, right? First we had the potatoes soaking in the olive oil salt mixture. Just water, olive oil, salt, water, sitting. Then we came back, right? Peeled the rest of it. In our pan, parchment paper laid down on the sheet tray, on a sheet pan. Olive oil, salt, pepper. laid our potatoes down after we patted them dry. Lay it out. Spread it out. Salt, pepper, olive oil. Grated aged Parmigiano. In the oven. 450 degrees. Pull them out. After what looks like it was about 25 minutes up, I would say, y'all. And we got these. We got these for the family. Look how tender that is. Some folks like it extra crispy, more crispy. I like it like this. Yo, what? Man. Y'all ever had something that was so rocking that you can't even talk after it? It was one of them. That's one of them. But I will say this, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like our potatoes have come to a boil. Doesn't mean that they're ready. Okay? Does not mean that it's ready. But what it does mean is that the Hasselback may be prepared and ready to do some last minute preparation on that. So we're gonna pull it. Let's get that out the way. Clean up after yourself. Check the Hasselbacks. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, check the Hasselback. Cutting board flipped. We ready to work now. Yeah? That's how we do that. You feel me? That's how we do that, y'all. So let's go check these Hasselbacks. So some of y'all gonna say, Chef, how do you know it's done? Yeah, that's the question. How do you know it's done, my guy? Well, check this out. I'm gonna show you a little trick that we use. Now our goal, again, we wanted to cook the Hasselback potatoes. Partially cook that, not all the way through, like we're doing the mash. The Hasselback got to be partially because we're going to finish them in the oven. Okay? Let's pull the Hasselback. Now, Hasselbacks, they'll tell you when they're kind of ready apart because they'll start opening and start showing a little more of the white. Also, if they don't show the white, what you can do is you can take a knife, put it in there. And if it slowly starts to come off the knife, it's ready for you to start prepping for that next stage of cooking. Okay? So, let's pull this. This is our Hasselback. Okay? Now, the best way to test these potatoes, y'all, I like to use a boning knife or the little paring knife, okay? And it always tells me if I'm good to go. So watch this, this work. Okay, yeah, that's ready. It wouldn't even come up. Let's do it again so you can see it. See, it wouldn't even stay on. So it's ready. We can start prepping for the next stage. So we're going to take the Hasselbacks out. Let's take the Hasselbacks out. And we're gonna return the other potatoes back to the stove so they can continue to cook, because we're gonna palm puree that. Back to the stove it goes. Lid on. Now, my Hasselbacks, I'm gonna let them chill. Some of the excess water that's left in it is gonna begin to drain off. Okay? That's gonna begin to drain off. What we need to do now is make our little sauce. We're gonna make our blend, our marinade. Okay, so we got some of that thyme. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a little bit more. A little bit more of that thyme peeled off. What we need to do now, we're gonna go with some salt. Okay. We're going with some salt here. I got some dried Italian seasoning, which ultimately has several different seasonings in it. Okay, I mean different herbs in it. So you would find thyme, oregano. You can find thyme, oregano, parsley, and Italian seasons. Reason I'm using this is because we're gonna roast a little bit more. But fresher the better. Keep it a buck with y'all. Fresher the better. Okay? You got that? With this, I like to use a little slap your mama. Gives me a little Cajun spice flavoring in there. Slap the fire out of your mama. Okay? I don't condone violence, let's be clear. I don't condone violence, family. Alright? And then what we're going to do is we're going to chase it with a little lemon pepper. Alright? So my lemon pepper folks. Okay? You can go with lemon pepper in here too if you like. Alright? Oh. Got a little bit of this, a little lemmy peppy. Alright? Now this, whatever way you want to go, you can freak it. Whatever way you feel like going, you can freak it whatever way you want to go. So I'm going Cajun and lemon pepper. I like that taste on my potatoes. So it's Cajun and lemon pepper. Cajun, lemon pepper, and herb. Boom. Alright. Now what we want to do, we want to go with a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. We got some pressed garlic. Okay. And watch me work here. Got a little bit of butter. Butter make everything poppin'. You can choose to leave put the butter in or take it out. It's up to you. You heard? That's gonna be up to you solely. Whatever way you feeling, you get it popping that way. I'm gonna go ahead and crack a little bit of butter real quick for myself. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in here with this. Okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna melt that butter real quick, y'all. So all of this stuff that we see in this pan here, that's gonna get mixed down. All that stuff we see in that pan is gonna get mixed down, fam. So let's go in here with this. Boom. You ready to go? We got our butter. We're gonna get that popping the way we need to get that popping. Huh? Now the reason I'm putting it on there real quick, I want those flavors to come together real fast. So as that butter is melting, some of the fat that's in it, it's gonna start pulling all that stuff together for me. In the meantime, let's prep our pan, which we can use again. We're gonna prep our pan for the Hasselback. Okay. So in this situation, ladies and gentlemen, in this situation, we prep the pan for the Hasselback potatoes. Okay, that's nice and prepped, ready to go. Simple, quick, easy. You ain't gotta overthink it. Yeah. I got my butter melting right now. For my blend. Let's watch us work. Here we go. Hasselbacks ready to go. Flip them down. And what has to happen here, get yourself a brush. If you don't have a brush, get yourself a brush. It's good for this. Okay. Get yourself a little basting brush. Really good to help you get the flavors in between. Okay. Really good for that. So, y'all see that? Let me know if you can see that. Butter's almost melted. A little caramelization from the garlic, that pressed garlic. We're letting it get it going real quick. Got our beef cheek rolling. Okay. Butter's almost ready. Can y'all see that? Starting to look good. I'm gonna let it cook just a little more on that heat. I want that to really marry and get to know each other real quick. Let everybody do what they gotta do. Flavors are coming together. We're getting it popped. Salute to everybody. I see y'all. I see y'all. All right, let's go with it, y'all. Butter's nice and melted. Infused butter, lemon pepper, Italian seasoning, thyme. Slap your mama, slap the fire to your mama. Seasoning, okay? Cracked black pepper. See, I'm gonna put a little bit more cracked black pepper in here. Okay? Let's put a little bit more cracked black pepper. I like my cracked black pepper. Friday night, y'all cooking with C. Alright, y'all cooking it up with C. Friday night, baby. Let's go ahead and baste this now. Let me bring this over so everybody can see it. Y'all cooking up with C tonight. Okay? We just basting. You gotta baste that, let them flavors get in there. Salute to everybody that's in here still with your boy. Again, also remember to become a member of my Patreon. Patreon.com/cooking with Chef C. Also be on the lookout for the separate platform that we are launching. This is just a beta run. Number 2. We got a third one coming. We're just working out our camera angles and we're working out what it looks like. So this is a research and development kind of a situation for me. I just want to see how this works, see what the traction is, see what people are saying. Okay? So our infused butter here, butter olive oil blend for our Hasselback. Okay? We don't need to put extra salt on here because it's already in that. Right? Remember, we did that already. So let's go in the oven now. Let that work. Do what it's got to do. Okay? We're going to keep some of this extra aside because we're going to baste it one more time. Okay? We're going to baste that one more time. Now, what I want to do, family, what I want to do at this stage of the game, make sure if you're here for the first time, you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. This is on their next podcast. However, this particular platform is something totally separate than the cooking. Okay? We keep it 100 here. This is for my folks on the black side and some of my other folks with the conscious side. Salute to all our people and some of the funny stuff, high current events, etc. We do that over here. But the Cook Up with Chef C will be solely focused on foods. Okay? We will do restaurant reviews. We will do pre-recorded content. And we will also do live cooking like this. Okay? So definitely be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for that. Now, what we want to get going, aside from this, butter, milk for the potatoes. There's a technique we call palm puree in my industry. Okay, the palm puree, the puree portion of that requires you to, per se, get down to the finest molecules of a potato. People often use a tool called the ricer. I do not have a ricer, but I want to show y'all a suitable alternative, okay, which can be a sifter, okay? Let me show y'all something. Let's see what our potatoes look like real quick. Okay, those potatoes, they're about 30 minutes out. That's what it feels like. Actually 15 to 30. Might get a little bit early break on that, but I want y'all to keep it locked with your boy. I'm going to show you this tool that I use. It's a sifter. Okay? This sifter, a lot of times people use things like this when they don't have ricers. What I do is I put this over a bowl. Okay? Because I got the ricer in the location at a spot in Brooklyn, but when you use this, you put your potatoes, your cooked potatoes through here, okay? And you press it through, and it gives you that same kind of ricing result as if you had the actual tool, okay? So get you one of these. You can use this so many different ways. It's phenomenal, okay? Now, while we're waiting for all of that to get going, let's go ahead and make our infused milk, all right? We want to kind of get some flavor into this milk that's going to be used to make our palm puree. All right? So, let's get this going. Watch me work here, family. Let's get that going. Butter. Let's go with butter, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Now, the difference with a palm puree and a mashed potato is what, family? If anybody knows in the chat, let me know. What's the difference between a puree and a mashed potato? Okay? But if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Now, the puree gives you the consistency almost like baby food and a silky result on the end. Very, very silky and smooth on your taste buds, right? Pillowy as hell. Mashed potatoes, you do want to leave some texture in there, okay? You do mash them, but you don't make them paste-like, all right? So, that being said, let's see here. We're going to go with a little bit of milk, family. I'm going to go with a little bit of milk here. Okay? Got a little bit of milk. Let's get that popping. It's a touch. You ain't going to need too much of this. Now, the reason we're doing this in advance, I want to infuse my milk. I need to taste this, right? I need it to have some impact on what it is that I'm making when it comes to this puree. The thing that I need folks to be aware of when it comes to making mashed potatoes, palm puree, you can always add, but you can't take out when it comes to that milk. You'll go from a puree to a damn smoothie or some kind of watery ass a porridge in a heartbeat. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? Don't do that to yourself. You look crazy out here. Some kind of soup. You go from puree to soup in a heartbeat. You want to pour a little by little when you're making palm purees. Okay? So, our base right now, just the milk and the butter. I'm going to go fresh cracked black pepper. I only use fresh crack, y'all. Y'all got to get the fresh crack popping, especially if you're going to be searing any meats off. Fresh cracked black pepper is the best way to go. Okay? So we got that in there. Okay? We're going to drop a touch of salt, not too much, because we already got a lot of salt in our base for the cooking water, the cooking liquid for the potatoes. So a little salt. Okay? Also want you to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Take some of this, a little bit of time. Infuse that liquid. Infuse it. Let's go. Boom. Okay? And one last thing. I'm going to go some more garlic. I'm going to go some garlic here. Okay? So now we got garlic. We got our thyme. Okay? We got our butter, salt, pepper. Right? That's going to infuse our liquid. This is our flavored liquid to help us get that nice silky consistency and flavor inside our meal. Okay? Let's go onto the stove with it now. Now, there's a couple things I want y'all to know. That base I just showed you, for all my mashed potato lovers and palm puree lovers, that is a phenomenal base to start with if you just omit the thyme and the garlic, okay? But what you can go in that same thing, if you want to change your party, right, from the traditional Southern kind of an atmosphere to giving somebody an idea of they feel like they're having an Asian influence or fusion influence experience, you get you some wasabi, okay? What you can do is get you some wasabi paste. And in that same base that I just showed you, minus, like I said, minus again the thyme and the garlic, you put wasabi in that steeping milk. You put it in there. And that wasabi will permeate the milk, the liquid itself, giving you a different result. That's what you want. You can do that with anything. You can go leeks, you can go bacon, you can go crazy with mashed potatoes. You can do whatever you want. Old Bay seasoning, right? Y'all see some cats that be doing these crab cakes and they stay, you know, it look like more filler than actual crab. Well, that's what they do. They take leftover potatoes and they put it in with the crab mix because they trying to be cheap. Yeah. That's how that's done. Leftover potatoes, mix it in with the crab meat, the breadcrumbs, etc. Make it into a patty, sear it off, and they give it to you. Call it a crab cake. Okay, be on the lookout for stuff like that. Let's check and see what we got shaking here, y'all. Let's check and see what we got shaking. Ooh. All right, that beef is working. The beef is beefing. That cheek. Cheek to cheek, baby. Cheek to cheek. Yeah, you got it with this meat. Beef cheek, you gotta let it go for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Do not bother this cheek. You understand me? You got to let that go. Let it do what it's supposed to do. And it don't hurt when you're getting to this stage of the game. Taste your braising liquid. All right? Taste your braising liquid, family. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if this braising liquid tastes like anything. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, like I said, man. If it's trash, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Okay. Yeah, we rocking. Ah, Brother Black Lair. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. All right. We in a natural habitat, brother. Just definitely mix up the content a touch for the family. Let everybody see what's shaking over here. Salute to you, Brother Black Lair. Okay? So we letting that go. Brother Black Lair, on the menu, we got beef cheek, brother. Beef cheek is cheeking right now. Cheek to cheek. Okay, so I've gotten to this stage, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go into the oven for a little bit here. Okay? We're going to pull this out, and I'm going to baste these Hasselback potatoes even more. Okay? Okay. So we are what we are. What's on the menu? Oh yeah, we got beef cheek, Brother Black Learn. We got beef cheek and potato three-way. I already showed the family my pizza, potato pizza, crust per se, or burrito, or whatever way they want to freak it. We already showed them that. So now we're showing everybody these Hasselback potatoes. Now what's going to happen again for y'all, as this continues to cook, these Hasselback potatoes are going to open up a little bit more. All right? The indentations, these skewers that we made, they're going to become a lot more evident. These are good, particularly for one, smaller potatoes. So a baby Jim, a fingerling, anything like that. It's very good for this Hasselback technique. Okay? And it's good for like canapes and hors d'oeuvres. You can put all types of stuff on there. Caviar, you know, salmon roll. You could use it like a deviled egg. You can make it like a kind of mock deviled eggish thing going on. You can do everything you want with that. Okay? So we base it again. Helping it along. Flavor gets inside. We're going back in. Okay, so now we got that going. What I want to do now is check that potato in the back, and let's see if the potatoes are tender enough now. But before I show you the potatoes, I want to show you this infused liquid. So what happens is, again, for those who've been here with me this whole time, before your liquid starts to boil, you turn it off. You don't want that. Because what happens is your milk solids, they start to burn. Okay? Your milk solids will burn and you'll have a weird aftertaste in the background lingering off your mashed potato. You want to stop that. You only want to bring it up to where it's steeping. You shut it down. And everything that you are now flavoring that base with, it's going to start to purge into the liquid, in this case our milk. That's what you want to happen, all right? So, again, what we got in here is garlic, thyme, Salt, pepper, nice and clean and simple for this particular stage. Okay? We're gonna let this chill. Let's check our potatoes, man. Check our potatoes. Again, you check your potatoes. If it stays on that knife, it's nowhere near ready, right? So we got the knife. You can use a boning knife, or, ladies and gentlemen, you can use a paring knife. Okay? Very good for particular techniques. Okay, so let me show you. Now again, like I said, let's bring this over so we can show each other. Keep everybody working. Friday night cook up with Chef C, y'all. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Listen, I come from a particular cloth breed of cats, ladies and gentlemen. I like old school. And don't get me wrong, I'm a millennial, but I'm an old soul. I like to move a certain way. My family, they wear fedoras, you know, and you know, they never really took it to this level like I have. But I come from a stock of cooks, you know. So for me, this is like paying homage to my bloodline, you know, in respect to that. Check this out. Let's do what we do. Yeah. Oh man. So some resistance, ladies and gentlemen. We got some resistance from this potato. It's not ready. See? Some resistance from the potato. Now, any little resistance on that potato, let him keep working. Let him keep working. Don't rush a potato. I'm telling you straight like that. You're gonna look crazy. You're gonna be mad. If you're cooking for somebody and they eat that raw potato, you're gonna look like a damn fool. Okay? Some people don't like raw potatoes. I have seen people who will eat a raw potato. Salute to them. However, other folks just really can't stand that. So if you get any slight resistance when you test it with your paring knife or your boning knife, you leave it and you let it keep working. Okay? Let's try one more time in here. Yeah, I got some resistance, y'all. Back onto the stove. Now I'm about to have me looking crazy, but we cooking live, man. We cooking live. Okay? So, there we have it at that stage of the game, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens is, as we're continuing to cook, just a quick overview again, bring you back up to speed. We got our beef cheek in the oven. We got our infused milk that's going to be going with the palm puree. We also have our Hasselback potatoes in there. Earlier today, for those who just come in, okay, what I showed the family is what I call a potato pizza. Omitting the tomato sauce, omitting the cheese. I'm talking about the pizza crust itself. Some people do this with cauliflower, right? Take what we call sill pad. You make cauliflower puree, dry it out on there, 200 something degrees, 250, slow for hours at a time, almost about 6-7 hours, low. Dry them out. Come back, it's a sheet. So, salute to everybody hitting that like. I appreciate you. Listen, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. So, what we have here, we did a little version of that with a potato. This was literally one chef potato, y'all. Easy. Easy as hell. Or, like I said, just a recap for those who are just checking in. All you got to do, you got a mandolin, use it. If you don't have a mandolin, use a peeler. I showed the family, you catch the playback. I showed the family what it looked like using the peeler. Nice and thin, almost transparent. Okay? Salt, pepper. Laid it down on a sheet pan. Parmesan olive oil in the oven, 450 degrees, 25 minutes or so, give or take, depending on how crispy you like it. You want it more brown, give or take, it's up to you. Pull it out, done. You get freaky whatever way you want to get with it. You can also use it as a burrito. Look at here, we rolled this thing up. The key is, hold on, I'm about to, can I snack one more time, y'all? Can your boy snack? I'm working hard over here. We almost 2 hours in. Can your boy snack a little bit? Throw a saute pan in there if your boy can snack. I can't touch it. Throw a saute pan in there because I don't want the food police trying to lock your boy. Yeah. Thank you, Sister Star. Food police is going to try to lock me up and throw away the key, sis. Let me go ahead and do this. I need to see what this is on. That motherfucker. Ooh! Salute, infamous. Man. That motherfucker hit, boy. It hit. We cook this live. Ain't no pre-edited. Any potential mistakes, we show it. You know what I mean? Man. Y'all gonna like this when y'all try this at home. I'm telling you. You won't like it. If you like potato chips, listen. Listen. You like baked potatoes. You like potato chips. Right? You like home fries. You're gonna lose your mind with this. And you're gonna be making it every time you turn around. My brother Q from Let's Talk 2, man. Salute, brother Q. Salute, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to brother Q from Let's Talk 2 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all do this, your family gonna be looking at y'all like, yo, where'd you get that from? It's good with omelets, so take this, watch this. Some cats like to make omelet burritos and shit like that. Take this. Take this all day. And guess what? You can make it in advance. Did y'all hear what I said? You can make a gang of them in advance. And freeze them. Pull them out as you need it. Just make sure you put parchment paper in between. That's the key. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me get all up in here. You understand me? Come on, man. Come on. Yes, sir. Man. Woo. Y'all. That thing's still rolling. That mother, ooh. And I'm not even gassing it. If I had somebody here. I'm not even gassing it, y'all. It goes. It goes. Trust me. But yes, brother Q. Yeah, man, I'm just paying homage to my bloodline with this fedora, man. I come from a stock of old school cats. You know. So I say, you know what? If I'm going to jump out the window, I'm going to do it my way. I don't care about what nobody think. I'm going to cook in my element. I'm going to cook the way I like to cook. You know? And I'm going to show up the way I like to show up. The way my family has always shown up. Especially the brothers in my family. This is the way we get down. I come from this. Let's do this, y'all. Let's see these Hasselbacks. Let's see these. Y'all see, for those who have been here with me since the beginning, okay, let me show y'all. You see how the Hasselback is starting to show itself, y'all? Y'all see it? It's starting to show those ridges in there. That's where they get the Hasselback concept from. Okay? We're gonna baste it one more time and then we're going back in the oven. Let more of that flavor get in, right? By then, I think our potatoes should be close. Okay? Woo! Oh yeah. Let's get it popping. Yeah, they tried to drop the connection for a second. If the connection drops, y'all, because we have been live almost 2 hours. If the connection drops, we'll crank back up because I do want to show y'all that finished product when it comes to the beef cheek. I want to show y'all that. Okay, so again, if you're in here for the first time, you're just catching in. Okay, we are basting with a butter, infused butter. So this is like a Cajun lemon pepper butter that I'm basting my Hasselback potatoes with. Okay. This is the third base that we're putting on here. Made of butter, olive oil, Italian herbs, thyme, slap your mama seasoning, aka Cajun seasoning if you got it. Okay. Salt, pepper, lemon pepper. All right, family? In case y'all wanted to know. Any food related questions, again, definitely hit the Cash App, $FTS49, minimum $10 contribution. If you just want to support the channel or tip your chef, feel free to do so, $FTS49. We appreciate y'all keeping the kitchen open. All right, let's go back into the oven, family. Back into the oven with the Hasselbacks. Okay, so I see everybody in here, man. If you're here for the first time, hit that like and that subscribe. This is on that next podcast, converting into the Cook Up with Chef C. That's going to be on a separate channel, but we are just giving some of the family a preview of what is to come. So I want y'all to keep it locked. If you want an apron or whatever it is, definitely visit FromTheSoil.tv and get your apron. Salute to my brother Nico. Yeah. I can't wait to make some of my international cuisine as well. If I got some Asian listeners in here, you know, I'm gonna show you how I get busy with my fried rice. I want y'all to come through and let me know if I'm doing it right. All right, you gotta let me know. Some of the Asian people that make fried rice. If you're watching us, when I get to that episode, let me know if I'm doing it right by y'all. My Latinos, I'm gonna be doing arroz con pollo, fundules. I'm gonna do a lot of that stuff. It's gonna be a very diverse platform as far as cuisines and cultures concerned. Okay, y'all. It's feeling like we're close. Woo! It's feeling like we are close. All right, I got some of the bigger potatoes. They're still undercooked because I'm getting a little resistance, but my little smaller ones, they are ready to go. So, let's take out these smaller potatoes. We're gonna take out the smaller potatoes and get the show going a little bit. Now watch me. Right here. Where smaller potatoes, they feel like they're ready to go. And again, family, you'll know when it's close, right? You'll know when it's close. How do you know it's close? If there's little resistance, but still resistance is present, you'll feel it in the knife. It's not ready to go. Leave it in there. But if it's just no resistance, almost airy and pillow-like, you pull it. Okay? Whoop. See there? That's when you know. I love it. And that was confirmation right there, what you just saw. That potato breaking apart. That technique I just showed you to check your potatoes, you can do that with everything. Right? Okay. Let's go back to the stove with it. Let these last two big ones keep going. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at this stage now. A lot of people take time to peel their potatoes before they bake them. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's unnecessary. Okay? I just want to help everybody out. It's unnecessary to peel your potatoes before cooking them if you're going to be mashing. You can peel them after, which makes it easier, right? Because all of that stuff has become more tender, per se. So, oh, chef, but it's hot. I don't want to burn my hand. Hey, you know what? Listen. Then let it cool off a touch. Let it cool off. Okay? Me, I'm pretty desensitized right now. Right? I'm almost desensitized when it comes to these hot potatoes. So, also a little trick. You can put it on the cutting board and just turn it. Use the potato. I'm going to show you. Show you one of my little tricks. My little trick of the trade, you hear? Check this. So we got skin on this side, right? It's hot. It's hot. Make sure everybody can see that. It's hot. You take it and you use the end, the sharp end of your knife and begin to peel back. It'll peel off. You see? Y'all see that? Boom. That's all. It ain't complicated. Food ain't complicated, baby. Food is not complicated at all. It ain't got to be rocket science. Friday night we chilling. Y'all with ChefC, we cooking up. You understand me? Leave that back there. One more time, I'm gonna show you. Hot potato. Oh, my hands, oh, it's burning my hand. Take the sharp end of the knife. Sharp end, it's got a little bite to it. And start peeling the potato. Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit coming off, but you get waste when you peel it anyway. Okay? Turn it. Look, turn. Turn. Look at that, turn. Ladies and gentlemen, see that? I'm just teaching you. I'm here to teach, baby. Salute to everybody that hit the cash app. I appreciate you. I see the, okay. I appreciate you. Salute to everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much for contributing to the program, to the platform. Thank you. Okay? Let me see who did that. Our brother Nico, salute. Who else is showing here? Thank you, brother Nico. Brother Nico, I ain't got the sounds of the horns right now. We not hooked up to the system. You know. I'm off the hit with it, Nico, but thank you, sir. Thank you. Peeled, family. We got Kevin too. Kevin, I see you. I see you, Kev. Appreciate you. Okay? Peeled, ladies and gentlemen. Peeled. Now we are at this stage It's hot. It's piping hot, right? Oh, chef, that's too hot. I don't want to touch it. It's going to burn my hands. I got you. Don't worry about it. Watch this. Watch this. When there's a will, there's a way. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. When there's a will, there's a way. Watch this. When there's a will, there's a way, family. When there's a will, there's a way. Watch me. Watch me now. It's too hot. No, it ain't no more. Watch that. Watch this. And it's ricering. It's doing what we needed to do now. I'm just showing y'all all my little tricks. Some of my little tricks that I use in the industry to get things done. Let me check the Hasselback potato real quick, family. Let me check that. Woo! That's looking right. Oh, it's looking respectable. We're going to let it keep working, though. That's looking respectable. So again, sensitive hands, we going ahead and we scraping this, y'all. Look, boom. You feed it through the strainer. You feeding it through there. It's making it pillowy like. So this is also another technique I use for anybody that knows about gnocchi. When I make gnocchi and I use potato, I use this. It's the same technique. I feed it through the rice, feed it through the strainer like this. Look at here. Ladies and gentlemen, look at here, look at here. Watch this. Okay, scrape all this extra off. All this extra off. We don't need this no more. And this is what you get. Let me show you. Let me show y'all what we get. That's what you get, family. That's what you get. So when you do that, it gives the potato itself more opportunity to absorb the flavoring that you're going to be putting into it. Okay? So let's go ahead and check and see what we got over here. With the Hasselback. I'm going to move this up out the way for a second. And I'll check the rest of the potatoes. And then we'll begin to we'll puree that. Okay. Hasselbacks. They looking official. Hasselbacks are looking official right now. Ooh. Okay. They're looking official. One last baste and we should be very, very nice with this here. One last baste. Okay. And actually I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to put a little more olive oil. This is my EVO. And agar olive oil. Okay? So it's mixed. EVO and agar. Rest of our base here. Okay? You heard? It's the rest of our little base here, ladies and gentlemen. Got that popping the way we need it. Since we're close, we're going to finish with a little more lemon pepper. Okay. And we're going back inside. let it finish off. So, yeah. Hold on, we got a little nugget right here, y'all. Got a little nugget. Let's go back in the oven. Boom. Let's check these potatoes, see where we at. Let me see, let me taste this though, huh? That lemon pepper. Let's check it. All right, these guys are still pretty big. They're gonna need a little bit more time, but what I'm going to do, I'm gonna show you the palm puree with those, and then we'll mix everything else. All right? Let's bring this back over here. All right, palm puree. It's not overcomplicated. Never overcomplicate. Never overcomplicate, family. Okay. So we got everything in here. Again, we did it with this with the salted water. We boiled this down. We have our infused liquid here. Infused liquid now, which is our milk, garlic, thyme, salt, pepper. Our objective now is to get a very silky, smooth texture, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Very silky, smooth texture. Do a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. You see that, y'all? Yeah. It's like butter. That's silky and smooth, baby. That's silky and smooth. Let's do just a little touch more touch. Again, if you're here for the first time, become a member of our Patreon. Patreon.com/cookingwithchefc. Okay, go on over there, become a member of one of the tiers. Recipes, live cooking demonstrations. You get the recipes, the whole 9 yards with that single package. Sourcing, the whole 9 yards. So we have made it. We have accomplished what we look. Look at that. Now, let's taste. Let's taste and see if it tastes like anything. You can always adjust your seasoning, y'all. But you can't with this particular item. You go crazy in the beginning, you're going to have some problems later because you can't just fix this. This is a gradual thing. You build the flavor in this. Need some more salt. But in this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with some seasonings. I mean, some more flake salt. Okay. It's got the garlic base in it. I can taste my garlic and my thyme. from the infused milk. But it just needs that lifter. You need that pick me up, which our flavor enhancer, which is salt, is going to do for us in this case. Let's go to a cracked black pepper. I'm a cracked black pepper guy. Heavy. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know when it hit right. It got to hit right here in this corner. If it don't hit right, either here or here. It don't hit them spots, it's trash. It's trash. Throw it away. That's the type of thing. Listen, it got to be like that. You already know. If it's good, most people, when it's good, they step up like, they pop their heads up like a duck. You know that thing's slapping. Or you get the screw face, the wrinkle face when it's trash. So we up. We are now up, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Salute to everybody that's still here with you, boy. Let me see something. Let me see something. Man, hold on. Oh, man. Yeah, we got my brother Nico supporting the program. Salute to everybody that's supporting the program while you're here. Thank you. We appreciate that. Okay. Salute. All right. Now, we got that. Got what we need here. Let's go check that final bit of those potatoes because we're almost done here. We're almost bringing it home now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave them Hasselbacks in there. Let's check our beef cheek, right? Let's do that. Let's check the beef cheek and see what's popping. Let's see if the beef cheek is moving. See if this beef cheek is moving, y'all. We can leave those hassles in there a couple more minutes. Man, listen. Let me see what my brother Wolf said. Man, we're the beef cheek. Pause. Right. But listen, y'all that's still in here. God damn it. I'm not gonna play with y'all. You understand me? We almost ready. That beef chick is almost ready, y'all. She almost ready. You understand me? Huh? She is almost ready. Is she ready? And waiting. Ooh. Yeah. It's working. So she need more time though. I'm here to tell everybody the cheek needs more time. But you see how much cheek we had and it's starting to cook all the way out. Pause. Okay? Y'all see how much we started with. It's almost cooked all the way out. That's going to continue to break down because you got to keep in mind when you're dealing with beef cheek, like I said, it's made up of a particular fibrous muscle group. Okay? So that thing, it just needs time. It just needs time. You got to let it keep rolling. Yeah, that's getting where it need to be, y'all. It's getting where it need to be. I'm gonna put it on the stove a little bit more. I'm gonna put it on the stove a little bit more to help it out, try to help it out, expedite it a bit. Let's put the Hasselbacks out. Hasselback is ready, y'all. Hasselback potatoes are ready. Now, at that stage of the Hasselback, I often advise people to put whatever last little bit of seasoning that you want on that potato, right? Yeah. You can put whatever little bit of seasoning you want now. I'm going to put a little bit more Cajun. And that's it. That's it for the Hasselback. That's it. A little more EVO. I'm going to put some fresh chives on the top. Let the chives kind of melt into the Hasselback. Okay? Okay, my chives. I'm gonna let that chill, do what it's doing. I want the heat, the residual heat that's still coming off the Hasselback to kind of warm up the chives and have some of that flavor begin to permeate the Hasselback potato. Okay. I also got one of the little sauce that I like to use. This is a tahini. I'm a tahini kind of cat. I like stuff like that. So we're gonna let the tahini slowly mellow into that as well. Okay, boom. Let me show y'all. So these are Cajun lemon pepper Hasselback potatoes with tahini vinaigrette. Okay? Yes, indeed. Y'all cooking with Chef C. Let's finish off the rest of these potatoes. Thank you, Sister Star. Appreciate you. Okay, let's finish off the rest of our potatoes now. Okay, and I'm gonna show you the finished product on the potatoes. Right. So we got our potato pizza, quote unquote, pizza crust done. We just finished our Hasselbacks. And now we're going to cap it off with our third and final potato for the day, palm puree. Let's get that popping. Okay? Let's do what we do. Let's do what we do. Now, I mean, just so we know for the double check again, family, we got no resistance, right? No resistance at all. It's ready. Sometimes folks, they try to put all the potatoes in there and cook it. And potatoes don't be cooked all the way, y'all. Just make the time to do it right. You know what I mean? Now, it's a little something I learned here, ladies and gentlemen. A little something I learned here that is always best when you're making potatoes. You want to put it back in the pot that it was cooked in. Keep that residual heat. Okay? It's always best that way. So, let's break this down. Let's get that popping. You do want to try to peel these potatoes when they're hot, ladies and gentlemen. You definitely do. Okay? But I understand some people, it's too hot for their hands and things like that. I get it. You know, I've been in the business for a long time now, so my hands are kind of desensitized. But it is best that you try to get that skin off when you can, particularly because you want to get the flavor in. So, there we go. We got one potato peeled. Next potato. You kind of just run your knife over the top, peeling it. All right? Kind of just run your knife over the top, peeling it. Because this isn't TV, yes, these kind of things take longer, right? We don't have backups ready to go, you know, all of that stuff. We are live, okay? We are absolutely live. Scratch. So real cooking time, real results. Mess ups, the whole 9 yards. I don't mind showing that. I don't mind showing it. Because I do make mistakes as well. I want y'all to see that too. I'm human. Some stuff you can avoid. Yeah. Now we got our potatoes peeled, our final bit here. Okay. Let's go ahead and use the technique I showed y'all, the back of the spoon. If you got a metal spoon, it's okay too. Back of the spoon, pressing against it, creating friction. Let's start pushing it through. As they say, push through, queen. Yeah? Let's do that. I'm not a queen though. Let's push through. Pause. Yeah? But we are creating that pillowy consistency on the end here, texture-wise. Again, if you're here for the first time, this is on their next podcast. Bloodline Films on their next podcast. Giving you a sneak peek of the cook-up with ChefC, which will be a separate platform coming soon. Okay? This is our second beta test. We will have one more final beta test. As of right now, it's looking like it's going to be the final beta test coming up. But if we need to do one more, we'll do one more. I'm just here to do some research development to gauge how long I can do live streams, what platform makes the best sense, what I need to cover. Okay, boom. So we getting this, we almost got it done. Okay, You ain't gotta hold it up like I do. I like to do that sometimes just so I can see it. And it kind of tells me where I need to push. Pause. Okay. Let me see. Bam. That beef cheek sounding right, proper. Sound like that sauce is doing what it gotta do. Yeah, we're gonna be eating right. We aren't sponsored. Let me see what my brother Wolf is saying. Let me see what Wolf's saying. Why you not using a metal spoon to smash them potatoes? Because I ain't got no metal spoon. We live. Brother Wolf, I ain't got no metal spoon. We are live, sir. Actually, I got my little spoon, but I like being difficult sometimes, sir. So yeah, you know, I'm just hanging out with the family. Yeah. Keep it a buck with y'all. I'm over here buying time for the damn tongue, because that tongue takes forever, man. That tongue takes forever, but it's good when it's good. When it's good, it's good. Boom. So we in here with the technique, y'all. Show y'all the potato at the end. Okay, we're almost done. Salute to everybody that's in here. Also, if you want to get your merch from thesoil.tv, the put on section. Okay? From thesoil.tv, the put on section, ladies and gentlemen. Get your merch. Yeah. You can get your apron from thesoil.tv. Okay? There we go. So we are ready, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready. Let's put the rest of our potatoes in. Our palm puree is looking good, ready to come together. Okay. Now we have our seasoned milk, our infused milk, ladies and gentlemen. That's our infused milk in there. Very simple, very straightforward. Cream it up a little bit. There you go. There you go. That's looking good. Bingo. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Palm puree. Time infused. Okay? Time infused palm puree. Okay? Show y'all. Palm puree. Looks very nice. Let's get it out on the bowl. Beef cheeks is going. The beef cheeks is going. Let's get it on the bowl though. I think the beef cheeks are ready. We're gonna go ahead and finish this meal off, y'all. Let's bring this thing home now. Real fly. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see what we got. ChefC way. Taste this real quick. I don't need nothing with that. Bring it home. The C way. All right. Now that's looking good. I don't know if y'all listen. I don't know. It's looking good if you ask me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's looking right to me. You heard? Family, is looking good to see. Y'all let's see now. It look like trash or what? Let's see what it look like. Let's go ahead and bring this thing home. Because it's looking right to me. Let's bring this thing home. Do what we need to do. Okay? All right, that's close. So we're going to have to make some sea sauce. Pull this up to y'all. The sea way. Let's bring it home, y'all. I know y'all here for that. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home then. Let me show y'all something. Let's bring it home. The C way. Okay. Let me show y'all this. We're gonna finish this thing off properly. The C way. Alright, let's go. I'm not done yet. Huh? We not done yet, baby. Okay, I'll pick up my plate tomorrow. Hey! Huh? The C way. Come on, that's not like we ain't gonna play with y'all today. Not today. Okay? Hold on. Hold on. The C way. Come here. Let me start. Let me not play with y'all. Let me not play with y'all. Hold on. The C way. We ain't done. We ain't done. Y'all, we not done. Hold on. Let me show you. When I say the C way, I mean that. When I say the C way, I mean that. I mean that. The C way. I'm not here to play with y'all today. We ain't even got the full production going. Y'all saw what I cranked up. Look. Hasselback potato, tahini vinaigrette, lemon pepper Cajun, palm thyme infused puree, beef cheek, red wine reduction, the C way. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of y'all for checking in with your boy today. All right, keep it locked for future broadcasts. All right, this is just the second of possibly 3 or 4 beta tests for the Cook Up with Chef C. All right, I want y'all to keep it locked. If you'd like to support the kitchen, help us keep the kitchen open in the future, make sure you hit that Cash App, $FTS49. Visit our FromTheSoil.tv to get your apron. And also keep it locked here on this channel for on their next podcast. More content coming. The Cook Up is coming. And I will see all of y'all on the flip side. Thanks for staying in. Salute to everybody. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Chef C, checking out.